Welcome to my slideshow of my interspace travel to a planet very similar to the one we call Earth, but things are just slightly different. Uh-oh, you could say. As we came into view of the planet, the first thing that we noticed that was a bit off was the huge horses surrounding the planet. It seemed as though they were racing, but this must just be an elaborate illusion. No way were there animals a third of the size of the planet living there. As we got closer, we realized this was just a protection plan for the people that lived there. Horses are their most scary creature, and they believed it would ward off intruders. Silly. Anyways, we touched down in the coldest part of the planet, and we came upon this weird little creature. It seemed like a mix between our eggplant and the emperor penguin. Wonder what he tastes like grilled up, meat or vegetable? I guess I'll give it to the vegetarian to find out. After we saw this weird animal, we boarded a local vessel to travel up to the warmer parts of the world. The crew told us we had a great ocean view and we could catch big fish out our window. Well, when we opened the curtains, clearly we saw what he meant by fish. Might have had to change my pants after that one. As we got to land, we took a stroll on the beach, and my dog, Ralph, found this mirror just sitting in the middle of the beach. Of course he needed us to take a profile picture for him, so we did willingly. We moved on up the bank and started our hike into the wilderness looking for wild creatures that we knew we would come upon. Unfortunately, our first sighting was of an Earth animal. As an Earth being, we are quite familiar with these huge masses of fur and meat, also known as the Great Grizzly Bear. Well, we found out here that the locals actually have tamed these animals to a point that you can go and play with them. This one was just sitting curiously looking at his reflection in the water. We promptly walked up and had a fun time with the big cuddly bear. Luckily he was quite tame. After walking for a few hours, we came upon this patch of flowers that were making noises. At first we thought it was the wind, but then we realized the flowers were growling with the wind. You know, kind of like how wolves on Earth howl at the moon. Well, these guys growl with the wind. Quite impressive, but they were a bit painful to walk through. My ankles had a few scratches after getting through the flower patch. Oh well, I was careful not to step on them. Once we got past the flowers, we came upon the last animal we ever saw on this planet, the zebrafish. Oh my, this was one rare sighting. It was the first time anyone had seen this in 50 years. We were quite lucky to see this seafaring, land-herding, grass-grazing, zebrafish. I can tell you this was a space travel journey of a lifetime. I can't wait to see where my next trip will take me.